Hi, this is Giampaolo Marucci speaking. I'm an authorized training partner from PMI Project Management Institute to teach, to train on project management professional preparation of the exam. This is a brief introduction to the project management professional training that a student can do to prepare the exam for taking the certification. The project management professional is the world's leading project management certification, now including predictive, agile, and hybrid approaches. The PMP proves project leadership experience and expertise in any way of working. It supercharges careers for project leaders across industries and help organizations find the people they need to work smarter and perform better. Taking the PMP certification exam at home or in your office when it fits for your schedule. The PMP 2021 is changed from the one that we had until the 31 of December 2020. Starting from 1st of January 2021, the content of the exam is changed. The content of the exam are described inside the document called Exam Content Outline. The acronym is ECO. And in the previous version until the 31 of December 2020, the ECO was composed by the 5 processes groups described inside the Project Management Body of Knowledges 6th edition, the one that is actually valid. Starting from the 1st of January, the domains of the knowledge domains described inside the exam content outline are changed in these 3 domains: people, processes, and business environment. So no more references to the 5 processes groups of the PMBOK Guide 6th edition that I remember they were initiation, planning, execution, monitoring and control, and closing of a project. Instead, we have these 3 knowledge domains called people, processes, and business environment. The questions inside the PMP exam are distributed by these 3 domains. 42% of the questions are related to the people domain, 50% related to the process domain, and 8% related to the business environment. People domain emphasize the soft skill you need to effectively lead a project team in today's changing environment. Process domain reinforcing the technical aspects of successfully managing projects. And finally, business environment is for highlighting the connection between projects and organizational strategy. These are described related to different delivery approach of a project, and the new PMP exam, the 2021 PMP exam, is focused on predictive, agile, and hybrid approaches. So the 3 knowledge domains describe the knowledges related to the 3 different project approaches: predictive, agile, and hybrid. In the bottom part of the slide, you can see the URL where you can find the ECO document from the PMI website. This is a structure for which about which the ECO is composed and describe the different tasks which composed the different 3 domains of the ECO. In orange color, you can find the tasks about the people domain. in light blue color, you can find the tasks related to the process domain. And in the hard blue color, on the right side of the slide, you can find the tasks related to the business environment domain of the ECO. They are here in this slide aggregated in a way that can be easily taught during a training course given by an authorized training partner, so-called ATP, especially a training course given by an ATP instructor. So you can see that they are the tasks, they are not sequentially aggregated inside the structure, because we think that this form of aggregation is easiest to understand during a training course. So you can see the references number to the tasks described inside the ECO, ordered inside some what we can call here a sort of knowledge areas, creating a high-performing team and keeping the team on track. They are the sets of tasks all about the people domain. Getting started with the project and doing the work, they are what we can call a sort of knowledge area that includes the tasks related the process domain. And finally, the keeping the business in mind. There are 5 tasks related to the business environment domain. So for creating a high-performing team, we need to know how to build a team, how to define the team ground rules, build a shared understanding about the project, negotiate project agreements, empower team members and stakeholders, train team members and stakeholders, engage and support virtual teams. Keeping the team on track, it's about collaborate with stakeholders, lead a team, address and remove impediments, obstacles and blockers, support team performance, manage conflict, mentor relevant stakeholders, and apply emotional intelligence to promote team performance. Getting started with the project is about plan and manage scope, plan and manage budget and resources. As you can see inside this kind of this set of tasks, a lot of them are quite similar to the old, what we can call old knowledge areas of the group of processes described inside the PMBOK guide 6th edition. So plan and manage schedule, plan and manage quality of products and deliverables, integrate project planning activities, plan and manage procurement, determine appropriate project methodologies, methods and practices, establish project governance structure, plan and manage project phase closure. Doing the work is about executing project to deliver business value, manage communications, assess and manage risks, engage stakeholders, create project artifacts, manage project changes, manage project issues, ensure knowledge transfer to project continuity. And finally, keeping the business in mind, because we need to manage compliance requirement, evaluate and deliver project benefits and value, evaluate and address internal and external business environment changes, support organizational changes, and employ continuous process improvement. As you can see, all these tasks are related to what we can call the traditional predictive approach, or a lot of them are related to agile approaches or maybe hybrid approaches. Here you find the reference list that PMI suggests to study to prepare the PMP exam, PMP 2021 exam. There are 10 books describing knowledges coming from different fields, from predictive to agile to hybrid to lean, also knowledges. In the bottom of the slide, you can find also the link to to the page, to the PMI website page, where you can find this list described here. But studying 10 books, it is an effort consuming, a very high effort consuming work to do to prepare the PMP exam. There are a lot of books, also books coming from different fields. So what is the best way to prepare the new PMP 2021 exam? It is going to an ATP, Authorized Training Partner, instructor, to take a training course from them, because they can provide you learning material, the one that are listed inside this slide. They are unique. They are unique because only an ATP, only an authorized training partner can provide you this list of training material. For example, the student manual. The student manual is a sort of summary of the knowledges that are described inside the 10 books of the reference list. But the student manual, for sure, obviously, is lighter than the 10 books of the reference list. So it is less effort consuming to prepare the exam in this way. Also, having a training course from an ATP can give you all the resources you can find here, and especially the access to what PMI call a web portal, the PM Choice web portal. This also is the access to this portal is also given to any ATP will give the access to the portal to their students, and PMI gives this kind of resources only to ATP. No other training organization can give this material, this learning material, if it's not an authorized training partner. Here you can find the eligibility requirement to take the Project Management Professional 2021's exam. You can have three different possibilities. The first one, if you own a secondary degree diploma, you need to have 60 months of experience in project management and 35 contact hours of learning taken from a training organization, like, for example, an authorized training partner organization. Alternate, you can have a degree, a 4-degree laurea, a bachelor's degree. In this case, you just need to have 36 months of project management experience, and also the 35 contact hours of learning of formal education. Alternate, you can also have 24 months of project management professional if you own also what PMI call a GAC accredited program. That is a sort of post-laurea training course in which you have taken education on project management knowledges. Several universities in the world have such kind of programs, and for sure also in addition to the 35 contact hours of formal education. You can find this kind of information in a document called the PMP 2021 Handbook, and you can see the link to the PMI website page in the bottom of this slide. Here you find the process to apply to the Project Management Professional exam. You need to give a submission of your documentation in which you document all your experiences in project management to validate your eligibility requirement. PMI takes 5 days, about 5 days to study your documentation after you have applied to verify your eligibility requirements, if you are applicable to the exam. After that, PMI will ask you to take the payment, give the payment for the exam only if the eligibility, only if PMI recognize that you are eligible because the requirements are fine. So if you are only if you are eligible to take the exam, only in that case PMI will ask you to pay for the exam. If you are not eligible, PMI will for sure will not ask you to pay anything. Also, the exam, the way in which you take the exam is changed from the previous edition of the PMP exam. And here you can see that the new exam, starting from 1st of January 2021, is composed by 180 questions, in which only 175 answers to that questions are evaluated, because 5 of them are just for testing, a sort of test questions. And you have 230 minutes to complete the exam, in which you can also take 2 breaks of 10 minutes each one. And during the breaks, before you take the breaks, you need to confirm all the answers you have given to the questions until that time. After that, you can, after the break, you can continue to taking the other questions, to answer to the other questions of the exam. Also, these information are described inside the PMP 2021 handbook, and you can find the link in the link to the PMI website page on the bottom of this slide. Remember that you can take the exam in several forms, in both forms, from virtual to physical form. So you can decide to take the exam going to a PMI structure, physical structure, where you need to reserve the date of the exam, or you can take the exam virtually from your home, remotely, using your computer from your home or from your office. In that case, the exam is proctored like the one that you take in a physical location. Proctored means that the exam is supervised by people who check, who controls you during your exam via a webcam. So you are controlled during the examination. So I thank you very much for your attention. Here you can find my references, email address and LinkedIn address. You can contact me on that. Here you find also the QR code on my LinkedIn profile. You can take a picture on that and find me with that QR code on LinkedIn. I will. You can give me any question on this presentation. I will be happy to answer to you in a way that you prefer, email or LinkedIn. So thank you again, and see you next time.